video of us doing a transition and me saying I will always spin him around no matter the age. I am currently that type of mom and gonna be the crazy mother-in-law.
Hello everyone, how are we doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you are just joining us here today. So today we have something that I stumbled across on TikTok. Like forever, I'm always stumbling across some things. Some things are better than others, but this time it was a lady who made a transition of her and her son going to his prom. Now, proms are a little bit out of my expertise level because I don't believe I ever actually went to my prom. I literally wasn't interested whatsoever. We do have proms over here. The school that I went to, it wasn't such a focal point, and obviously you have American v British proms, and I feel that Americans take proms more seriously than we do. I could be wrong. There might be some people in the comment section that are being like, nah, you're completely wrong. But just from what I've gathered through social media and even films, actually, the way that we do proms is kind of different. What I saw was this lady doing a transition, and then the next video that I saw on my FYP was her getting ready to go to her son's prom.
Ready with me for my son's first prom. I am so excited that this day is finally here. I cannot wait for y'all to see my dress. I have been planning this for a while. It is so cute. It's gonna be like the perfect mother-son matching moment. Didn't have time to get my hair and makeup done like all the other girls, and so I hope that my makeup and my hair turns out good. I have to help get Mason ready. It really doesn't matter as long as Mason thinks I look beautiful. My dress is black and Mason's date's dress is red. I can't wait to show y'all the flowers that I ordered for myself for Mason to give me. They are so pretty. I really hope someone's going to be there so they can capture that moment because it is going to be so cute. I did get a spray tan this morning. I did have time to work that in. The girl that sprayed me was precious. I told her, you have got to spray me quick because I'm going to prom tonight, so make me look good. After prom, party theme is Y2K, right up my alley. Now that my makeup is done, I am going to put on my dress. Here is the final look. Here is my dress, my flowers, so pretty.
Now there's a lot of backstory to this, and that video was actually created for rage bait purposes, the one where she's doing her makeup and she's putting on that dress. Personally, I wouldn't wear to your son's prom, but here we are. Work with me here, because the video that I showed at the beginning of the transition of her and her son going, that was a video that drew attention to her in the very first place, and people then started turning around and being like, you're in love with your son and you're going to be a toxic mother-in-law someday, yada yada yada.
The transition that we did, it is not a prom transition, okay?
Creator is called Lauren Cameron Glass, and she has 203.6k followers, so a fairly reasonably sized TikTok channel. And like I say, the first video that she did which sparked outrage was the one where she was doing the transition. Caption did read, part 16, it may be his first prom, but I'll always spin him around. Just from digging a little bit deeper, she has an older son and I think a younger son as well. There may be more. She has made TikToks in the past talking about her relationship with her younger son as well. There was one that I saw where she was sat with like a lollipop and there was her younger son, freeze frame here, essentially saying, I'm going to be the only girl in his life, or the mum is the only girl. I don't know, something a bit like that. You can pause to read it. Memory is lost here. He drew people into being like, oh, she's one of those mums. She's one of those mums. She is one of those mums. And as a mum of two, both of which are girls, I don't have any experience of being a boy mum, so I take into consideration what everyone else is saying in the comment section. For instance, on the transition video, sad thing is she'll read all these comments and still think she did nothing wrong, and Lauren said accurate. I want to know the psychology behind boy mums like this. Why is she getting ready for his prom? People defending this. I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, it's a mum trying to recreate a trend that prom dates do together. This is very pick-me behavior, and you can't tell me otherwise. So this commenter has made a valid point that I didn't already make. She's trying to follow a trend where, yeah, you have the prom dates that are getting ready together, but the mum obviously did it with her son.
Is the reality of that video. I didn't have anything scheduled to post for that day, and I didn't have time to edit a video or anything, so I needed to do something quick and fun and cute. The transition that we did, it is not a prom transition, okay? If you want to tell yourself that, then go right ahead. Maybe it was the song, but I just found a trending sound. I'm not on the prom For You page.
There are some people who are fully backing what she's saying, which is leaving some food for thought. Someone said, but if this was a dad twirling his daughter in her prom dress, y'all would be saying, how sweet. The double standard is crazy. This is adorable. You look beautiful, mama. Someone else said, hey boy mums, in case you didn't know, you cannot show love for your son anymore or you will be labelled a weirdo. Lauren comes and she makes a video where she calls us, it doesn't sound right when I say it. Don't laugh at me. She calls us Thossy Thoughts. Doesn't sound right when I say it. Yeah. Which is a choice.
This is for all of you little thoughty thoughts that are on my post and in my comment section from mine and my son's transition video of his first prom.
You guys clearly don't love your kids this much, or feel embarrassed to show that you love your kids this much. She mentions church. She definitely mentions church. Church comes up in there somewhere. And she also denies being a nightmare future mother-in-law.
I clearly do not have kids. And if you do, and you commented on that video and said anything negative, baby, I pray for you, because you must not love your babies with your whole entire heart. That video of us doing a transition and me saying I will always spin him around no matter the age. I am currently that type of mom and gonna be the crazy mother-in-law. Gosh bless the USA and your soul. You need to be up in that church house tomorrow morning. I do too. But you for real do. If you're a mom, then you understand the love that you have for your kids, and it is literally something that you cannot describe. It is a love like no other. So when I post videos of loving my kids, stay out that comment section saying I am one of those.
I think the reasoning why people are saying, you know, going to be a nightmare future mother-in-law is because I feel like we have seen quite a few TikToks of these stereotypical, you know, boy mums who mollycoddle their sons when they get older and invite themselves to their proms. Boy can do no wrong, but the girl can always do better, and I'll cook, clean and do this and that for you, but then not treating the girl equally, like, you know, overly coddling of the son. So we have seen that on TikTok, and I think people are so poised to see it that yeah, quite a lot of these mums then turn out to be nightmare mother-in-laws, because you then have the daughter-in-laws who come on TikTok and make these exposés of their mother-in-laws and why they actually had to isolate themselves. Loads of different stuff.
My cousin's wedding just 2 months ago did the same thing, put a different sound to it. So I was like, we're going to do this today. He was all aboard. Honestly, it was just for me to document his first prom. No attachment issues. Want him to have a girlfriend. Want him to have a wife. If you want me to be real with you, I'm one badass boy mom and gonna be one hell of a mother-in-law. I dress up almost every single day. We had pictures and they had dinner before prom. So it was just an easy little video. Again, I do not have to explain myself to you guys. This makes it a little bit more clear for you so that you feel just like probably this big. Maybe not, because you're probably lacking one of these. Stay salty.
She then makes another video. This is her second follow-up video, and she says that this was not a prom transition, guys. You've got it all wrong, even though that is what it was. I mean, it, like, whatever, but that it was a prom transition. And don't even get me started on one of the other videos. She was driving along, like actually driving along You can see cars and scenery going on in the background, and she hands off the steering wheel, is like doing her lip gloss or something and giving a shout out to the haters, and I'm just like, please, can we not? It's actually one of my pet peeves when you see people who are driving along and they're obviously talking to the camera. The hands were off the steering wheel. That's all I needed to see. I was like, who are you talking to? It's not me. She then clarifies she's Southern, she's from the South, etc., and that apparently it's very common for the mums to get dressed up and escort the kids with their dates, and then they have pictures, and then they have the dinner. I don't know, something a bit like that. And supposedly she wasn't the only adult, like the only mum that was in attendance.
To get ready with this crazy boy mama today. I think that this is the first time on this app that I am just at a loss for words. I don't know where y'all are from, but down here where I live, parents get dressed up in nice clothes, and every parent goes to pre-prom pictures with their child and their date. They take pictures of their kids, and then they have a very nice sit-down dinner where the parents are still there. Prom dresses where I'm from do not look like the dress that I had on. They are very much so formal, sparkly. What I had on was a sundress. Sundress, baby, a sundress.
Like I say, I've got no idea whatsoever because I don't even attend a UK prom, let alone an American one.
There is 100% a difference in what I did than a spouse relationship. The world we live in today is just simply crazy, where people feel like mothers, that it's weird to love on your sons. It should not be that way. It should never be that way, and that just makes me sad, and I don't raise my kids to be that way, and we're just not going to do it. So if y'all would like to think that it's weird, we're going to be weirding on over here.
She then decides to post a highlight reel of her and her son because she's not letting this go. And this highlight reel was, it was bad. It was like, and you know what? Love your son, like love your children. I don't see anything the matter with that. But I do find the types of highlight reels that you put together when you and your spouse have been together for like quite a long time, and you're like, look at how far we've come, and you've got your slow moving, you know what I mean? It's like a montage. She posted a montage of her and her son. That was definitely a choice. So by this point, it's a bit like, are you in on the gig or not? Are you just messing with us at this point? And turns out, yes, she was going to continuously mess with us, because she then posted the video that everyone saw that went viral of her doing her makeup.
Here is the final look. Here is my dress, my flowers, so pretty. My bangle is from the Golden Hanger. My flowers, they are from Mason. And I did get Mason a boutonniere, and his date also got him one. We'll see which one he likes better. Now it's time to go take pictures.
That was not on the prom, because if we actually remembered, the prom transition dress was not that dress. Do you think that it is overstepping a boundary? See, if it is genuinely a thing that the school does where the parents have the pictures and all of that, then I don't think that is overstepping a boundary. But loads of people in the comment section are saying that that's not a real thing. I would just like to make it known that she's now on her like second montage, but this time she's just like montaging random things. What I will say is that she's obviously loves her son, very much so, nothing the matter with that. It's the montage reels for me, honestly, but she's posted more. She'd be posting those montage reels, it's like highlight clips of like her son just purely existing, and she's like running up to him, and he's just like almost like, I wouldn't say get away from me, but he just seems so just, I mean, poor dude, because his mum is just putting us all over the internet that actually she just invited herself. So I'm very confused. If other parents are also invited to the prom for the prom photos, then surely she's not overstepping her boundaries. But I do feel like some of her comments in response back to the criticism that she's gotten for being, you know, like an overbearing mum and then is going to be an overbearing mother-in-law, I feel like some of her responses were a little bit you know, could have been a little bit more tactful. I don't feel like calling us all thoughty thoughts is necessarily great. But I just need clarification. I need clarification on whether or not other parents were also invited to this mysterious prom dinner.
This is for all of you little thoughty thoughts.
But yeah, that is pretty much all I've got for you guys today. I hope you guys really enjoyed today's little TikTok update. I hope you guys have a fabulous day wherever you are in this world. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I will catch up with you guys in the next video.